His Excellency Mr. Nick Berford, UNDP Resident Representative, colleagues, friends from UNDP, from development partners, colleagues from the royal government, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to warmly welcome you all to the training on Cambodia ODA Database under the theme of Impacts of COVID-19 Tracking Development Cooperation. First, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to His Excellency Mr. Nick Berford, UNDP Resident Representative, for joining us today, especially in this physical meetings. I also like to express my appreciation to His Excellency Mr. Sumthi, Deputy Secretary General of the National Council for Sustainable Development, who joined us via video conference for extensive collaboration on tracking development cooperation, particularly climate change financing. My warm welcome is also extended to our development partners, colleagues, and all data entry focal points and colleagues from ministries, agencies of the royal government. Our training today takes place at a critical time when countries around the world, including Cambodia, are struggling with the global pandemic caused by COVID-19, but also with an optimistic belief that the vaccine will be available early next year. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, under the wise leadership of Samdech Techo Hun Sen, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, the royal government has effectively brought the COVID-19 under control, and there is no fatality case has been recorded so far. Cambodia has received a lot of credentials and prestige by the prompt and effective containment of COVID-19, including the 3rd November incidents. And there was a community outbreak for the first time after more than 11 months, which is called now the 28th November Community Outbreak Incidents. Due to these incidents, all physical meetings have been cancelled. Our training today will be shortened to only half days with a limited participation of less than 20 people. The training therefore mainly focus on Cambodia ODA database customization. In the meantime, I acknowledge and appreciate commitment made by our colleagues from Australia, ADB, EU, JICA, and USAID, as well as representatives from Ministry of Environment and from Women Affairs, for their confirmation to participate in our panel discussions. With the evolving situation of COVID-19 in Phnom Penh and in Siem Reap, and new instruction from Samdech Techo Prime Minister, our training has been condensed to comply with our current health safety measures. In this regard, I'd like to express my sincere apologies to all confirmed panelists. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to facilitate robust economic recovery, the royal government has launched a series of key interventions in public health protection and socio-economic measures to prevent and contain COVID-19, to maintain macroeconomic stability, to mitigate collateral damage, and to sustain livelihood of people in the COVID-19 affected sectors. Under the National Social Protection Policy Framework, the government accelerated the implementation of cash transfer to hundreds of thousands of workers in garment and tourist sectors, as well as poor and vulnerable population. Also, a number of specific policy measures has been effectively implemented to further promote SME and agriculture development, etc. These policy interventions have been fully and effectively implemented with a whole of government approach and in collaboration with and support from all stakeholders, including development partners, as a whole of society approach. In these circumstances, national efforts, together with effective development cooperation, are now matters than before. The existing cooperation and support provided by all development partners has been highly valued and appreciated, which reflect a long-standing partnership, mutual respect, and cooperation. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Government has witnessed effective support from development partners that have contributed to COVID-19 response in Cambodia. At the same time, many development partners, mainly UN system and Australia, has completed the revision of their operation programs, where some others are being reviewed to ensure effective support for the post-COVID-19 socio-economic recovery. In this regard, the Council for Development of Cambodia, the CDC, has revisited, customized Cambodia ODA Database system to be able to record support from development partners to COVID-19 response. In the meantime, in line with our commitment to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, this office has put a critical step forward to tracking development cooperation related to the Cambodia Sustainable Development Goals, the CSDGs. This initiative will serve as one of the fundamental platforms for annual monitoring of the CSDG implementation, including the National Voluntary Review (NVR), as well as the monitoring exercise of the National Strategic Development Plan, the NSDP. This training is conducted in a momentum, especially in the fast-evolving context of national and global development cooperation landscape. This training is, of course, one of our routine efforts to ensure high-quality data for analysis, monitoring, evaluation, and evidence-based policy making. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before closing my remarks, I'd like once again to take this opportunity to express on behalf of the Royal Government of Cambodia our sincere appreciation to all development partners for their continued support and commitment contributing to Cambodia's socio-economic development to date, and especially during these challenging circumstances. I'm confident that the training today will form a fruitful outcome to enrich future cooperation and development partnership in Cambodia and will further strengthen working relationship, particularly to ensure quality data, producing rigorous analysis, and making prudent policy recommendations. I wish to conclude my remarks with these optimistic views. I now like to invite Excellency Mr. Nick Belford, UNDP Resident Representative, to deliver his remarks, followed by His Excellency Sum Thi, Deputy Secretary General of the National Council for Sustainable Development, Ministry of Environment, who will deliver his remarks virtually. Thank you very much.